Hey, Teresa Ornelas here at the Paradox Parlor with a how to size your body tip. Okay, let me put the remote down. And here we go. Alright, so I have printed out a size chart that has US, the UK, looks like Australia. It's got like, just got basic general sizes, but they're all in centimeters. And I converted them to inches because I thought it would make it easier for you to learn how to size your own body measurements when you're buying clothing in person or online. So this one says size small runs US size 4 to 6, and that in other countries it's a 6 to 8, or known as 34 to 36. Even though the bust measurement is actually a 33, and the hips are a 25 and a quarter. I'm sorry, that was the waist. The hips are 33 and almost 34 inches, and that's a size small. So then we go to a size medium, and that's in the US a size 6 through 8, in other countries an 8 through 10, also known as 36 through 38. But the actual measurements of the bust on that are 34.65 inches, the waist at 26.77 inches, and hips at 35.43 inches. So, also on the front length, you're running 24 inches from here all the way to the center crotch. And then on the back, it's 28 inches from center back to center crotch. So these measurements are really handy if you're ordering bodysuits, dresses, pants, all the different types of things, shirts, tops, and you need to make sure that, one, that if you're really tall, that you're gonna, be fully covered, and if you're short, like I am, because I'm only 5'3", that your clothing doesn't look like you're drowning in it, okay? Also, we don't want to have things too tight, like clearly my shirt has been washed too many times, and I need to retire it. But I was coloring my hair today, so I needed something that I could, if it got messed up, it'd be okay. I'm going to be ordering new clothes from the online e-boutique, and that's why this video is here for you. So when you order, you could be part of the testing crew, get some really cool discounts for helping me run the new website and test it out. All right, so back to measuring. Okay, a large is an 8 through 10 in the US, and other countries known as 10 through 12, and a size 38 through 40 other places. But the actual bust measurement there is a 36 and a quarter. Waist is 28 and just over a quarter, and the hips are at 37, with a center front on this large from almost 25 inches. It's 24.80 inches. And on the back it's 28.75. Now, here's where it gets frustrating because, extra large is known as size 10 through 12 in US. Other countries a 12 through 14 or a 40 through 42. The bust measurement on an extra large, according to this chart, is 37.80 inches. It's almost 38 inches. With the waist at 30 and the hips at 38.60. So that's almost 39 inches. For a 2XL, they say in the US, extra large, it's a 12 through 14 size. In other countries, that would be 14 through 16, and onward, up goes the numbers. And the actual inches on that double extra large are 39.37 inches on the bust, 31.5 on the waist, and 40 inches on the hip. And I'm pretty sure that is my exact measurement for my own 5'3" body. So apparently I'm an extra large, according to this measurement here. Okay, so then the 3XL, size 14 through 16 in the US, is a 41-inch bust, a 33-inch waist, and a 41, almost 42-inch hip. A 4XL is a size 16 through 18. On the bust, it's 42.5 inches. On the waist, it's almost 34 and 3/4 of an inch, so almost 35 inches. And the hips are just 43 and 0.30 inches, so a little over 43 and a quarter. For a 5XL, it says it's size 18 through 20, It's a 44-inch bust, a 36.25-inch waist, and a 44, almost 45-inch hip. To me, these sizes don't actually sound like plus sizes, but I guess they are. I was expecting much bigger measurements, but that's all right. So these are the biggest sizes that I could locate for the companies that I have products for you. And if you need something in a different size, you can always call me because I sew. See the machines in the back? Yes, okay. So anyways, we're gonna do the measurements. How do you take your own measurements? Typically, you don't want to be wearing a padded bra, and you don't want to have a lot of bulkiness where you're gonna be measuring. Okay? So yeah, I might be wearing a padded bra, but that's okay. I've had 3 kids. Have you? Anyways, might have to cut that one out. All right, we're gonna be doing the bust measurement. Okay, so I have my sewing tape measure, and we're gonna take it at the widest point. So I'm holding it at the 0 point on my left hand and get it nice and tight. Look in a mirror and hold it level. And you want to bring it all the way around like so. Take a deep breath, exhale, and unify it so when you look in the mirror, it's snug, it's not falling down, but it's not cutting into you too badly. And it says 39. If I go a little tighter, it says, I'd say 38 and a half. So I'm going to go at 38.5 and write that down. Oh, silly me. I brought it over here. Okay, 38.5. Okay, so now we're going to do the waist. This is going to be done at your natural waistline. A lot of people wear their pants lower, but when you actually are measuring for clothing measurements, you're going to take it at your natural waistline, which is at the point that your body indents. Okay, so from the side view, this is where my pants are, but this is not where we're going to be measuring. Okay, we're going to measure higher up. So again, same thing, 0 line on my left hand, nice and tight. Check in a mirror that it's level. Stand up nice and straight, just like so. Breathe in and out and just feel the tape measure and make sure it feels comfortable and not sliding down and not cutting into you. 34. So that's my waist right now. My natural waist is at a 34 inch. I'm a little heavier, gained some weight. Let's see the hips. Hips are, we're gonna do the same thing. 0 line on my left hand. We've got the widest point of the butt. And we're gonna wrap it all the way around the widest point of the hip. Typically crosses right in the front of the body. See that? Right there. Read a little bit. Got pants on. It says 38.5. So we're gonna write that down. All right, so there we go. And if I look at the chart here, so we got the measurements. I have, I'm gonna circle 38.5. I'm gonna circle, yeah, that one for me. You know, when you think, should I buy something bigger or smaller? A lot of people don't know how to go about this if you're in between sizes. If you're losing weight, you could buy the smaller size with the intention that you're going to fit it when you lose the weight. Or you could buy your current size and try and shrink the item if it's made of materials that can shrink when you lose the weight. Or you're gonna buy your size that you need and then just realize you're gonna have to buy again later if you lose a lot of weight, because certain materials won't shrink. Now if you're concerned, like, okay, well, you're not gonna be losing weight, you're in between sizes, what size do you pick? If you pick the smaller size, will it be too tight? If you pick the bigger size, will it be too big? I personally would go with the bigger size, because you can take it in. If you can sew or bring it to someone who can sew, then there's ways you can modify pre-existing off-the-rack clothing and make it suitable, way cuter for your body than if you bought something too tight and you're like crammed in it like this shirt on me, and it just feels like uncomfortable and it doesn't look right. So we're going to make sure that we address those factors. Let's see, so if my waist, what in the world? Oh, okay, it's Steven, there he is.